Questions for the players?
Max, we'll start with you. When you get on this, first of all, how do you get on a streak like that? And once you get on it, you just want the ball time and time again? You tell those guys to give you the ball?
Do I tell them to give me the ball? No. Just kind of throughout the fluidity of our offense, finding spots. There was action there in the second half. Got downhill drive, threw out to Chuck. Chuck penetrated and kicked it back out to me. That's just kind of natural playing basketball, finding the open spots and, just being ready.
Steve up front, Mike, please.
Just again for Max, just what's it like going on the floor each day, knowing you're in this kind of groove? And have you ever been on any kind of shooting groove like this, even like in rec league as a kid, anything like that, or is this the first for you?
No, I mean, I scored, I think, pretty well in high school a little bit, but that's a total different game than a college game. But really, just doing what's ever asked for me each and every night, whether that's, running around chasing a shooter, best player, helping out a little bit offensively, just, trying to play my role and do whatever's asked of me.
Chuck.
Chucky, since it's your job to get the hot shooter the ball, these last 4 games, what have you seen from Max, beginning with tonight, but also going back to Ohio State, where he had 18 in the second half, just the way he's helped carry this offense in this recent stretch?
For sure, it's really easy to find Max. He moves so well without the ball. Like he said, I was dribbled back down, and I just hear him calling, and he's wide open in the corner, so it's easy to find him. He's so easy to play with. I love playing with Max. When he's feeling hot like that, he doesn't even have to say anything. I know to give him the ball. So I love playing with Max. I love playing with everybody on this team, and I think we have great potential.
Hey Max, you had 26 today, your career high with the Badgers, one lower than your career high overall. Did you kind of know that, kind of going into that last sequence? And what does that kind of mean for you, coming here, your hometown, and then having this type of performance here?
I don't look at the scoreboard or points, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Just really care about winning the game. Almost kind of let it slip and get into single digits there at the end. So, just taking care of it, playing the full 40 minutes of the game. Kind of got a little lackadaisical there in the second half as a team defensively. Gave up a lot of points, but moving forward, so we'll be better.
Michael.
Steve, you assisted on half the threes tonight. I guess, is that ideally the way that you guys want to set up the three-point offense, kind of good for you in, the high post and in the paint?
Well, I think kind of like Klez said, we kind of just run our offense in the flow of the offense, and that's just how it happened to be how it ended up today. And guys like Max were knocking down their shots, and that obviously helped the assist numbers for sure.
Jeff.
Max, before that stretch of, I think you had 20 points in a span of less than 5 minutes, you missed one, and I couldn't tell if it got, from our angle, if it got tipped, or if that just came off your hand wrong.
Which
one? It was right before that stretch where you.
The air ball?
Yeah, was it?
Both of them got tipped.
Okay.
I think. I don't know if he touched it, but I didn't feel like I was missing that short.
That's what I felt like. I just didn't know if it came off your hand wrong.
No, I might have gotten tipped, but it's got to play through it, I guess. Maybe shot fake next time to get down a little bit more.
Jeff.
For Steven, you guys are coming off the Penn State loss, and you guys didn't get off to the best start today. 3 turnovers in the first 8 possessions, missed some shots. What was the key? Was it Blackwell coming in to settle you guys down? Because I think he gave you guys a spurt of 7 points.
Yeah, no, I think all those guys off the bench did a great job. Whether it was Gilly running the floor, Fuzz found him a few times, or getting a few buckets, or Cam running all over the floor. I think all those guys off the bench did a great job bringing that energy when we didn't really start the game with it, and that definitely helps us starters get going too, for sure.
Michael.
Chucky, you've obviously been facilitating at a high level this year. How do you and Steven kind of play off each other, spreading the ball around that way?
Yeah, for sure. We just kind of play basketball. It's just the flow of the game. Whether in the flow of our offense or I kick it back out to him and shoot a 3, or I come back and get it. We just play off each other very well. And he's one of the best bigs in the country, I believe. So it's easy to play with him. He has such high IQ for the game, and yeah, one of the best bigs in the country.
Right back, Corey.
Max, you talked about not looking at the scoreboard. Did you even realize that you had dropped 20 straight points, I believe it was, and for Steve and Chucky, kind of in addition to that, after that, I guess, did you realize that first?
No, I really do not look at like the individual spot in the scoreboard. I usually just look at the little thing that goes around the whole arena that's got like turnovers, field, like percentages, but I think me and Chuck looked up at it in the first half, saw Galloway had 2, so I had to check that, but that was the only time I looked up at the big jumbotron.
And for Steve and Chucky, what's that like when a guy's on that hot of a stretch like that?
Yeah, it's real. It gets everybody hyped, man. We love to see it. You know, it could be any guy on any different night. The past couple of nights has been Max. So, you know, we love to see that from Max. We love the confidence that he's really got going right now. And, you know, if we can keep that for everybody, you know, we're going to be a really tough team to beat down the stretch.
Jim.
Max, do you think you get under opponents, right here, do you think you get under opponents' skin? And is there any part of you that enjoys that a little bit?
I mean, I think it's just kind of within the game, things that happen within the game. You know, nothing's ever intentional, personal. It's, you know, competitive spirit out there playing basketball, but you know, that's something that kind of, yeah, with the chip I play on my shoulder, I guess some guys can kind of look at that as super aggression, maybe a little out of control, but you know, in my mind, it's nothing ever that's out of my control. It's always, you know, kind of just the way I play.
Go ahead, Nick.
Chucky, defensively, last game it seemed like you guys struggled a little bit with the guards. Today, though, you guys had pretty high intensity on their guards, got a couple of turnovers and things like that. Just defensively this year, do you think, you know, your offseason work has allowed you to be more active defensively, and also how is that kind of translated to the rest of the team?
You know, it definitely does. We're still poor on defense tonight. You know, it's definitely the second half. First half we were good. Second half we weren't good at all. So, you know, there's definitely major tweaks we got to fix on our defense. You know, teams are starting to find our flaws, so we got to start fixing that up. And you know, we definitely will. We're going to get to it next time we practice, and you know, we're going to be better. You'll be able to see more improvement the next game.
Jeff, go ahead.
Max, getting back to the reserves and what they've given this team. I mean, you can look at the stats, you can see what they're given, but how much does it help, I don't know, maybe to allow you guys to relax on the bench, knowing that if they come in, maybe there's not gonna be a drop off, you're not gonna lose a lead, or maybe they're gonna expand on the lead, to keep the starters fresh, both physically and mentally.
Yeah, you know, like you said, just that's credit to their work ethic, you know, coming in every day, pushing us 5, pushing one another. And then, you know, it's a direct correlation in the box score with John, Cam, Gilly, and Nolan, all with over 13 plus minus. So I think that's just a credit to them, you know, keeping their head down, you know, waiting for their moment to be called, staying ready so they never got to get ready type of deal. So it's just kind of a credit to, you know, the mentality they've approached it with, and, you know, the spark they've given off the bench. It's been great across the board for everyone.
Any more questions for the players? Thanks, fellas.